What's up?
Woo! Look at that. We're getting bigger and bigger. We got a heart and we haven't even done anything yet. Woo! we get love
Hi,
for
Matt.
existing. What's going on, Matt? Hey, Matt, I did want to say, I apologize. I believe Matt had a relative pass recently, and I do want to say,
Oh gosh.
all our love from Kyber Cave. If there's anything we can do for you, please let us know.
Yes, I'm so sorry to
Um,
hear that, Matt.
Yeah, I apologize. I hate to start the show like that, but I want to make sure I said something to Matt before we get
No,
going.
completely appreciate it. Hello, Paul.
Oh, what is going on? Hey, guess what?
What?
We went to Toy Fusion in Sacramento today, and we
Oh,
picked up like
dude.
25 new subscribers like just today at the con.
I haven't even looked. It has
25.
been like that kind of day.
That's how great it was. People are excited, especially when you tell them that you're giving away a free combat saber.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
So that
how
means
many?
we
It
are
was six, just five
we're
away or so.
we are 15 away from giving away our
15
next
away.
saber. So we get
Okay,
15
yeah.
more
I don't know
subscribers.
I don't know math. Hi, Say Wong.
Say what? Yeah, that's
Oh
why I
my
was a
goodness.
preschool teacher, because you only have to count to 31 in preschool.
Gotcha. Well, Van, how are you today?
I am beautiful. I am fantastic. They
Okay, you are beautiful.
Aww. And
I'm
you
doing
well,
pretty good. My family left this morning to go camping, so it's just my mother-in-law and myself in the house. So it's kind of weird to not have my kids and my husband like
right?
around. I usually have kids or husband if someone's gone, but they're both gone for like 3 nights, and it's kind of weird.
Wow, dude, you're gonna like totally party right the entire house. You're gonna go all
I
risky
am
business.
so excited. I have so many YouTube videos saved to watch.
Oh my
Paul
god, can
asked,
I?
have you gotten the crystal blades yet?
Thank you, Paul, for asking. We have not grabbed it. I do apologize. Paul, God, where are you? Are you in Iowa? Or Paul used to be a regular when we were in downtown Fairfield, and then he moved away.
Okay.
Oh, Paul, and I want to talk to you. Message me about D&D. We have some new stuff coming up. Paul used to be in our D&D group when we had that at the Kuiper Cave. So yes, no crystal yet.
I have some ideas for an intro on that too, an intro video.
Oh, he was in Ohio, now Tennessee. Went from the law?
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I do have some nerd news, both happy and sad. So, as many have heard, Nichelle Nichols passed away. She was
from
yes, Officer Uhura. Yeah, she passed away.
Oh my gosh.
So I wanted to, not everybody gets to catch up on the news quickly when it happens and stuff. So, she passed away, and a lot of people who don't know, she was on Star Trek, with William Shatner. She like shared one of the first interracial kisses. I can't even speak. Interracial kisses.
This
on
woman
air.
literally
Yeah.
was part of history.
She was a trailblazer. Like she's a part of history. If you don't know who she is, find out.
And did you not to break your story, but do you know the little backstory about that? What William Shatner did to go?
I don't know all the details. No, but there is a article in the description for those who do want to read about it, because they do discuss it a bit. But I didn't get to fully read it before.
So
but I don't know.
dude.
If you want to tell the story, you can tell it.
The really quick version was, at the time, that was a very big deal for the studios to have an interracial kiss. It had never been done before. And there were 2 shots. The studio said that they had to take 2 shots, one without the kiss and one with the kiss. And then William Shatner purposely went back after they did both of the shots. An hour before they were supposed to go out, he destroyed the footage that had without the kiss. So all they could use was the one with.
Go William Shatner, boy, you gangster.
I had so much more respect for him.
Yeah, like my respect was already high up for him. Now it's just like in the stratosphere.
Right.
Which I don't think is technically high when it comes to clouds, but it comes to humans, that's high. Also, who passed away is Carroll, the voice of Ursula. She was a comedian, and yes, she passed away as well. Same, I think both of those news came out today, and so I wanted to bring those up, even though also a sad thing to bring up towards the beginning. But those are people who were very important in the entertainment industry, so I wanted to bring them up. Now, for those who are interested in Star Wars High Republic, and you want to read and fill up gaps that you don't know, down below there's an article that has the chronological order of the like all the comics and graphic novels and things, so you know which order to read them in. Like a whole list. It shows and which ones and what they look like, so you know you're getting the correct things. Like you can even see on this graphic here, it has pictures of what everything looks like. And so there's an article in the description. You can click on that and you'll see a little blurb about it. Hey V! The top of the hour is always sad lately. Yeah, I know. Anyway, so if anyone is wanting to get into High Republic and catch up on stuff on that, just take a look in the link and you'll see a chronological order to everything. I did avoid any Marvel news since that was a topic discussed on our After Dark, which those who don't know about it, on Friday nights, we have an After Dark 18 plus channel. A little episode with fun topics.
We just talked about that and alien conspiracies last show.
Yeah. Ubi. Okay, this man right here, the Ubi, is a friend of mine from my video game streaming time. This is his first time in our channel. So hi.
Hello, Ubi. Sound effects and stuff.
Read in this economy. So those are the two nerdy news that I had for us this evening. Now, next we have our Flow of the Show. Wonderful producer James Kaiser has given us a Flow artist named Flowmies, and their website. They have their own website, and it's down below in the description. So thank you, James Kaiser, for bringing us this video, and I hope you all enjoy it. That was sick. Like,
wow.
That was really dramatic and cool, and like
that was like a movie. Like even
it was the quality was pretty amazing.
Was crisp.
Yeah, the cinematography.
Man, these Flow artists,
yeah,
they're really stepping up their game.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun to edit and watch, and kind of I was like, I didn't. Sometimes, people only have one camera angle they can film from. So when I receive it, I try to play with angles sometimes. I didn't have to do anything with that one. Hey, Kevin, got to practice the fire dancing. The zombies are surely to come the next apocalypse. Yep, just like slice their head off.
And of course,
fire.
Kevin is a producer on a segment on the end of the show, so make sure to stick around for that.
Yes, Kevin Hogan is amazing.
Before we go into our interview, I always like to remind people.
Yes, sir.
Made this comment like after we've been on the show through like 2 or 3 times. It's just stuck in the back of my head. But make sure everybody knows that we are a Saber store as well. We don't just do fun videos. We actually sell merchandise, Sabers, and Saber-related products. Make sure to check out our website and support the show by buying a shirt or keychain.
I'm going with our banner.
Even a Saber. We need one of those little bouncing ball dot things.
It's like the sing-alongs.
Right. We'll make a sing-along for the support the show.
Oh, goodness gracious.
All righty. What do you think?
All right. So that was really cool. All right, guys. So we have our guest this evening. You want to say a little bit about him?
I'm very excited about our guest this evening. He just got, well, when I say just got back, last weekend he was out in Vegas at a tournament for this little group you might have heard of called the Saber Legion. Not many people have ever heard of them. They're not big or anything like that. They're not like a worldwide organization or anything.
I don't know. What you laughing at?
They had their huge annual tournament this year out in Vegas. I know, I'll have to ask Tony this, but I know in years past, ESPN has actually up there to film the finals. So I would love to hear how the finals went. And we will hear about how the finals went because Tony is here. So with no further ado, please give it up for Tony Zaldua.
And during the intro, will you unplug and plug in your mic because it's cutting out every now and then? So I just want to make sure everyone can hear you then. So I'm going to play the intro and you just take care of that.
Okay, I just did it. It was better. Hello. Yo, what? First off, I gotta say, wait, was that you in the Kill Bill outfit and then in the pilot outfit?
Yes, that was me.
Oh my god, that is so cool! I love your creativity. And then it looked like you were fighting somebody dressed as an alien.
Oh, that was Tom. He just wore all white, and it looks better on camera if you're wearing a color instead of all black.
Right. So that was absolutely amazing. I love your creativity on your armor as well. You don't have to just go looking like mixed matched pieces together. You can get super creative. That's so cool.
Thanks. I actually wore armor under the Bruce Lee outfit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I totally assumed that, but I loved how, because usually you see, like the chest gear and all the pieces separately. So,
right.
You have a great looking style too.
Oh, thank you. So
tell me, my friend, you just got back from Vegas. Well, not just got back, but last week you got back from
like
Vegas.
A week. Yeah.
How did that go?
Well, I competed in standard, exotics, 50 plus, tag team, and unity. And my goal was to medal in all the categories, but I fell short of 2.
Oh.
So I won 3 medals. It's okay. I mean, those fighters are really super tough, and any medal is a good medal. That's
right.
How I see it. So any medal.
What did you end up placing in? And you have those there to show us, right?
Yeah. So I have the 50 plus. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Ooh.
I got 3rd place in that one. Last year I got 1st. Oh, you want to see last year's?
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see this year's, and then we'll see last year's.
Okay. Let's see. Actually, you know what? That was last year. Yeah, this was 1st place last year.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this was 3rd place. No, this was unity. Hold on.
Okay. We got so many medals around here.
I have too many medals here. Huh? Okay, there's Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then this
great.
is the tag team. I got
nice.
third place. And
who
can you see that?
did you partner with?
His name is Jay Woo from the East Coast. Like really awesome fighter.
Great.
And then they had a Unity tournament the first time, and the Unity tournament is continuous fighting.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't know if he's
incredible.
Everybody was super tired after the round, like just gasping for air, and I knew it was going to be like that. So I was able to make it to the finals.
Right.
And then Christian Napu, I don't know if he's watching right now, but he beat me by 1 point, and he's a tough fighter too. So
wow. So for those who don't know about the different battles, or a typical battle, two competitors will come out, and it's the first person to get a hit gets the point. But in a Unity fight, it's almost like a boxing match where it's just nonstop. For how long is the time period?
So in the early rounds, they do 2 90-second rounds.
2 90-second rounds.
2 90-second rounds, yes. And you have like a minute in between rounds. And then they count the points, and if you win the 2 rounds, you get to move on. It was a single elimination. Okay. And so if it was tied, you win one and your opponent wins one, they go to sudden death, which is first fighter that hits wins the point. Okay. Yeah, and also too, they had. Go ahead.
Oh no! Please finish.
So they had the point scoring was clean hits only, and the clean hits, it means let's just say you hit me and I hit you back right away. That's not a clean hit. Right, sloppy. So a clean hit would be like I hit you, I pedal backwards, I run backwards, and you miss, and that would be a clean hit.
Right. And for those of you that may be thinking, 90 seconds is a lot of time, I challenge you in the ring with someone that is beating you with the stick, and for you to stand there for 90 seconds or try to even move or evade for 90 seconds. You're using your entire body. It's not just like two guys hitting each other with the stick. There's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, super strenuous, and it's like the best workout.
Now, did you obviously knew you were going to be doing a Unity competition when you went to find competitions, right?
Yes.
Did you do like maybe more of a cardio workout to get your endurance up, or did you train specifically for this championship?
No, we have a weekly bike ride that leaves on Sunday mornings. So we go out for like an hour, and then we come back an hour. So I get 2 hours of cardio on Sundays. Mm-hmm. And then usually on Wednesday nights, I train with the Lightspeed group. Right. And then Thursday night, I train with the TSL group in North Hollywood. Hey, North Hollywood, hi.
Yeah. And then again, for some people that may or may not know, there are different types of Saber fighting groups. The Saber Legion is one group with their own set of rules. And Tony's lucky enough to be down in LA, where there is also Lightspeed, which is a different Saber fighting group that has their own set of rules. In fact, those that have been watching this show with us for the last couple of years may remember, if you go through our video catalog, there's a video called Kyber Cave versus Krait Base. And that was when we came down like 2 years ago during a competition and fought with everyone. That was so much fun. And I think that's where you're in the bike shop right now, right?
Yeah, I'm in the bike shop. Can you see the wheels up there and the handlebars?
Right. So the competition that we did with you guys was directly behind the shop. So
that way.
Right. So for those that are interested, you can check out that video. It is on our video playlist. It's called Kyber Cave versus Krait Base. But so you are really, a lot of your life is dedicated to sabering, it sounds like.
Yeah, I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago. There was a lightsaber battle in downtown LA. I don't know if you heard about it. It was like So everybody, was like 1,000 people there with just lightsabers, and
wow.
I'm like, cool, this is fun. I want to buy a lightsaber, like a good one. Right. So I bought like an Ultra Saber with sound, and it was like $280. It was bright green, and I was hooked,
Right.
And
that was your first experience around sabers?
Yeah, that was my first experience ever. And then a couple of weeks later, algorithms on the phone, like there pops up like, oh, there's a Saber class, Lightspeed in Pasadena where I live.
Right.
And I'm like, how can I not take that? It's like 6 weeks and $10 per class. That's like
Right.
$60. I'm like, I'm taking the class. And then after the class, I started doing tournaments. It took me like 5 to 7 months to become good, and then another 6 months to become even better than that.
Wow. Wow. And I know that you're really a force to be reckoned with down there. Now, what came first for you? Was it the Lightspeed that came first or the Saber Legion that came? It was Lightspeed?
It was Lightspeed first, yeah. I took their class, and that was March of 2018. I can't believe I remember that. So yeah. Hey Kang. He's probably watching right now.
Oh wow. What's up, Kang?
Hey.
Kang Snow is the leader of Lightspeed, the owner and founder, organizer, super cool guy. We've actually interviewed Kang a couple of times on the show. Always love talking to him. Now, let me ask you: is it difficult for you because? Kang is here.
Hey! Woo!
Is it difficult for you to go from, like, say, the rule sets that they have at Saber Legion to Lightspeed, or is it just like a switch? You turn one off and on, and you can easily jump between the two.
The first couple of tournaments, it was like hard to adjust, but after like 2 years, I got used to both.
Mm-hmm. And do you find is it the same type of sabering, or are you using different types of skills in those two different leagues?
Well, in Lightspeed, the blade's lighter, and you could whip it around faster. And so there's some moves in Lightspeed I can't do with TSL.
Okay.
And I actually did a couple of my Lightspeed moves in TSL, but it's not as fast because the 1-inch heavy grade is like heavier.
Right.
But still, I had the speed and the reach. Speed and reach goes a long way. So if you're out there and you want to train for reach and train for fast hands.
Right. And now let me ask you, maybe because there are a lot of people that are watching tonight that may be interested in fighting league, but maybe they've never heard of them or they don't know what the difference is. What would you say is the difference for you between fighting with the Saber Legion and fighting with Lightspeed?
To me, like, it's the saying "United through Sabers" is what I stand with, and when I practice Lightspeed, I get along with everybody, and then when I practice TSL, I get along with everybody, and I make sabers for my friends, so I'm able to help them out, and even with repairs and stuff, and so if with the two organizations, I get a better workout.
Right.
So so the more you train, it's like practice makes perfect. The more you train, the stronger you are.
Right. That's totally true. Now, I know you have, I can see a collection of sabers back there. Do you have some sabers? Well, now you talked about difference in the 1-inch blade. Maybe you could explain to the audience, because some people may not understand what we're talking about with the different blades. You're saying that a Lightspeed blade is lighter and you can move it faster. Maybe you can explain to people why the blades are different in these two leads, or what's different about them.
Well, the Lightspeed blade is a 3/4 outside diameter, and if you held the saber or the blade in your hand, it's almost like a fencing sword. It's you could whip it.
Right. Do you happen to have behind you, say, the 3/4 blade compared to a typical 1-inch blade to show people the difference?
Yeah. Let me go get it real quick. Hold on.
Sorry about that. I'm breaking our first rule. So, for those that don't know and that may be interested in Skylar's asking, is Lightspeed a saber battling? It is. You can definitely research Lightspeed, and Kang Snow, the founder of Lightspeed, is actually in the comments right now. I'm sure he'd be happy to let you know about it and how you can participate. All right, so we have two different blades. The Lightspeed blade is a smaller, thinner blade. So you can't hit as hard with it, but it moves a lot faster. You have a lot more, I would say, a lot more mobility with the Lightspeed blade, correct?
Yes. So this here is a Lightspeed blade. It's thinner. You can move it faster, and then if you get hit with it, it doesn't hurt as much. And then this one is the thick blade, the 1 inch thick. They call it thick walled. And man, it's some guys that are strong. They could wield it with one hand, but I like to use two hands because you could block with two hands. You can move a saber quicker with two hands than with one. So
right.
I use two hands a lot.
Right. And with the 1 inch blade, it's going to be thicker and a lot harder. So in Saber Legion, they wear a lot more armor than they do wear at Lightspeed. But then that gives you in Lightspeed more versatility for movement, a lot more action, say. So there's kind of like trade-offs for each one, right? I would say Saber Legion is a heavier armored, maybe a little bit of a slower pace than but I say that, but it's not slow at all.
Yeah, they have
Lightspeed is.
Yeah, they have a rule set of armor. They require a gorget,
right?
A chest plate, a cup, knee and shin protection, and they check your gloves. There's like a gear check every year before the tournament. They check everything. They check your your blade length and your hilt length and suba thickness. They check everything.
Right. Whereas with Lightspeed, they require the fencing mask, the gloves, the elbow pad, and the cup, I believe, right?
Yeah, that's like the minimum.
Right. You can wear more, but you're not required to. But at TSL, they require you to wear more for the heavy. So that kind of gives you an idea of, if you're in the audience and you're thinking about getting involved with the Saber Legion and or Lightspeed, they do have slightly different requirements. Do you say you would train about equally for both, about the same, or do you train more for one than the other?
It's probably 60-40. 60% Lightspeed, 40% TSL. Whenever Lightspeed tournament comes up, I do more Lightspeed training. And then if there's a TSL tournament, I do more like 1 inch heavy training.
Right. And in your area, I know you kind of live in Lightspeed country. There's a lot of Lightspeed groups down there, but are there several people that do TSL as well?
Yeah, there's a few that in our Lightspeed group that does TSL also. There's like maybe 3 or 4. There's a few of us.
Okay. So you do have other people that you can practice with in that area.
Yes. I'm not the only one. Thank God.
Right. Well, I know a lot of our viewers are people all over the world, and in some parts of the country, you might have to drive 5 or 6 hours to get to the closest, Saber group. But I think you're a little bit fortunate that a lot of people around, relatively, a lot of people around you that you could battle with.
Yeah, I wish there were a Saber group in every city or every major city in the United States. That would be wonderful. Right. So whenever you traveled or went on vacation, you could take your Saber and train with them.
Right.
So yeah, I'm always I like teaching people the basics, and then sometimes when they get better, I like training them for the advanced moves. It just makes it more fun.
Do you do a lot of training now? Are you kind of more of a veteran in that area? Are you able to bring in and help out the newer Saber fighters?
Oh yeah. Whenever there's a new person, I teach them. The basics is always first. Usually I teach them defense first because attacking and offense is easy. Anybody could swing, but the hardest thing is defending. So right. I teach them defense first.
Paul says I'm trying to find one out here in Knoxville. We'll have to get with Kang Snow and see if there's anything out there, or TSL out in near the Knoxville area. I'm sure there's somebody somewhere near you, Paul. What's the furthest you've gone for competition?
Um, the furthest. Where did I go? Oh, I went to Texas. I flew into Texas like 3 years ago, and I didn't make it out of the pools, believe it or not.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was like, we won the tag team in TSL in 2019. And then a few months later, I'm like, hey, I want to fly to Texas and do a Lightspeed tournament.
Right.
And so I think I lost 2 or 3 in the pools, but I ended up beating the champion in my pool.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they're tough fighters out there. It's just maybe I needed to warm up more. It's there's a lot of variables.
Right. There's a question here from Skylar that says, "What's your best advice for guys that want to start saber battling?"
Just get a bunch of friends. Safety first. So if you don't have any armor, just put a pool noodle over your blade, and then if you can have clear goggles or any type of glove, or if you could get some lacrosse gloves or hockey gloves, use that. And then little by little add some armor, try to get a fencing mask, and then the Lightspeed actually has some tutorial videos on YouTube, and you could watch those.
Right.
And yeah, just like little by little, just learn new moves and learn defense, and then start a group, and then you'll be practicing every week.
Right. Skylar, for people that are, all over the world, what's really nice, at least on the Lightspeed, I'm not sure if TSL has anything like this, but I do know Lightspeed has the tutorials that you were talking about. So if you're brand new to saber fighting or competition fighting, I mean, you can literally take it step by step from the privacy of your own house with your computer right there. All right, Captain Zaldua, that's William says that.
Oh, this William. That's our lieutenant.
What's up, William? Thank you for tuning in. So when you are going out to things in Texas, is it pretty much the same, or do you find different regions there's different things to learn about saber fighting from different people in different regions?
I noticed when I flew down to Texas, they had a totally different style. It seemed like everybody was just hitting a little bit harder, and I didn't mind because I have armor,
Right.
And but to me, I like different styles because you don't want to fight one style all the time.
Right.
And so the different styles and the variety is okay, and then the strategy of okay, that's a different style. I'm losing. What do I have to do to change and to beat this guy? So the strategy side is what I like about the sport.
Right. Right. I was going to ask you about it. What exactly draws you into that? I think a lot of people don't realize how much strategy is played. Everything moves so quickly, but you're still playing it out in your head. What is it like for you going into a fight? I mean, what are you thinking about, or what do you when the referee says fight, what is your first thought? Are you trying to read this other person, or?
There's the good fighters wait, and they're patient, and they observe their opponents and to see their tendencies, and oh, he likes to strike above. Oh, he likes to strike my right side or left side.
Right.
And then and then he's striking again in the same spot, and then I could just block and counter. Right. So to me, having a variety of targets, I hit the head, the feet, the arms, the hands. I try to move it around. Right. And then when you move it around and you have a variety of targets, then your opponent's oh man, is he gonna you keep your opponents guessing, and then when you keep your opponents guessing, that's when you have an edge, I think. Is if you're unpredictable, then they don't know what's coming,
Right. Now, for you personally, I know one of the things that I love about saber battling is because of it's kind of a newer sport relatively compared to fencing and all these other sports. People are bringing in aspects of other sports to this. So you might see people come in with a very kendo style of fighting, whereas there's some people that are going to come in, with the HEMA style of fighting. Are you able to adapt to all of these different things, or do you find, oh, I need to practice a little more against people that have this style, that style?
Yeah, I've come in training or tournaments, kendo style fighters, and it's all like a good fighter will like analyze the situation and take your time, be patient, and like, okay, should I attack now? Should I defend now? The great fighters are always ready to defend and always ready to attack, like at any time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's you learn that over time. You can't learn that right away.
Right.
And there's some fighters that are like super fast that like it's super like difficult or almost impossible to defend.
Right.
And it's almost like a race to like I need to hit him first. So
Right.
yeah. So sometimes when that happens, it's like you rely on your speed to get there first, and if you're faster than the other person, then you'll score more.
Does it come to the point where you're like watching other people fighting in other bouts to kind of figure them out before you have to get to them?
Yeah, that happens all the time. Because some people like have 1, 2, or 3 strikes that they like to do.
Uh-huh.
So, and then when you pick up on that and you're like, okay, I could block that, no problem, or and then block and counter. So yeah, it's and then there's some fighters that are like me that the sabers everywhere. They're like Yoda, like they're bouncing around, they're moving around left and right, and
Right.
like they're faking, they're going back, and like, oh man, I'm fighting myself now. Which I like. It's
Right.
okay because it's like I like a challenge,
Mm-hmm. Now, would you say that you've had any particular mentors in this as you were going through it, or do you kind of learn from several different people, or what's your style?
Um, it's funny. A lot of people ask that. What's my style? My style is I can't really like name my style. Um,
Hmm.
I think it's like Bruce Lee. Like I'm like water.
Right, right. Just
um,
be fluid with the situation.
yeah, I'm just like I'm fluid. Like if I need to do just if he attacks a lot, I'll actually retreat, and I could score while I retreat.
Hmm.
Um, and I've practiced that, and I'm pretty good at it. And so
Right,
and then I practice a lot on my defense, and like so if I hold my ground, I'm like, okay, I'll parry that and then counter. That works too. So
right,
a good fighter like analyzes it and like, okay, I need to do this and that and change, and it's a constant changing strategy.
right. Have there been any fights that you can think of, or any fighters that have kept you so much on your toes that you just were not able to crack their code to figure out like how you would get in for your attack, or are you pretty fluid in most situations?
Yeah, there's this one fighter. His name is Mark Carrico. TSL. He's won the standard championships this
Hmm.
year and last year, so he's a 2-time champ.
Oh wow.
And so yeah, he's a champion, and he's hard to beat. But he's not impossible to beat. You just have
Right,
to find the right combination, and I'm working on the combination.
right, right, right.
I have
Do
to crack
you
the safe. I have to crack the safe.
cracking codes? Uh,
Crack the code.
Not to sound cheesy, but are there any like life lessons that you learned in sabering that you can kind of apply to the rest of your life?
Um, yeah, like um, if you have a bad day, just like the tomorrow's a new day, and leave to yesterday behind, and just like look forward to the next great um, match or training day. That's how I see
Right,
it.
right. Excellent, excellent. And do you have anything coming up? Like, do you have tournaments that are already on your calendar, or is it pretty open right now?
I think there's a tournament in Irvine in August.
Hmm.
And then we have our regional championships in December in Southern California. And as for TSL, I think with TSL they have regional meets. So like all of Southern California, they meet like once a month or once every other month.
Right.
So yeah.
Excellent. And are you going to be doing anything different to prepare for those, or like is it pretty much just get out there for training every week, or?
My goal every week is to create one or two new moves. Because the more weapons you have, the harder it is to beat. So if you have like 10, 15, 20 moves, and then you at any one time you're like, oh, I'll try this move. Have you ever seen my Statue of Liberty move?
Your Statue of Liberty, but is that
Yeah,
when you
it's
toss
like
somebody from the top?
yeah. So I hold up, and then like I hand up, and then my other hand is like holding a book, like the Statue of Liberty.
Right.
And then a lot of times, like my opponent will try to like hit my hand, and so I'll move my hand out of the way, and then I'll like hit their head. Now everybody knows my Statue of Liberty. But even if they don't do that, there's like a lot of variations, and I'm still able to score with that move.
Excellent. I'm excited to see some of these patented moves.
Yeah, I named Dos Equis too. We'll keep the Dos Equis a secret. There's only like a few guys that know what Dos Equis is.
Oh wow, the ones that have had it used upon them, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's effective. It's not like guaranteed, but it's like it's a good offensive move.
Right. What's up, Mark? Sorry. I was reading the comments, making sure there's no questions directly for you.
Okay.
What do you see? I mean, obviously, this is something that you do for fun. It's something that you enjoy. But do you see any kind of a future in this? Like, do you think sabering could ever be on the level of other sports where maybe you're getting sponsored by a company to go around and battle people? Do you ever think you could get to there?
Man, my goal, what I would love to happen is, Battle Bots or Ninja Warrior.
Yes.
Like if you win, you get $1 million.
Right.
Man, I would love lightsaber dueling to like be on national television and like have thousands of people compete, and like the winner gets like $1 million.
Right.
That would be like the best thing in the world. So like if I ever like retire, I might help like with the organization part and like make that happen. That's my goal.
Right. Excellent. I definitely see you being a big part of that. Maybe an ambassador for both of the.
It's funny, like if I retire and then like okay, I probably come out of retirement and like, hey, wait a minute, I want to win the $1 million.
I can see it happening. I know for a while, Kang Snow had that TV show or the show that was going Rogue Squadron or something like that. I believe it was called.
Mm-hmm. It was like a series of little tournaments.
Right. Yeah, I was really hoping that would catch on and become a huge national thing. It was well produced. I absolutely loved it. So, do you have? We're getting close out here in a few minutes. Do you have any advice for newer people? I know you were talking about the safety and adding pieces of equipment. Is there any other advice that you might have for somebody that wants to start this? Maybe they don't know how to find a group of people or anything like that. Laura?
Yeah, just contact, send us an email on, Facebook or Instagram, and then like your name, where you're from, and then if there's nobody, anybody could actually start a group in their city if they have like, I think the minimum is 5 or 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
And on the Lightspeed page, you could actually go on there and like you could get a little starter pack with sabers and blades, and I think Kang is going to start to sell masks too.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's coming in the future. He wants to sell masks too.
Right.
Yeah.
I love how self-contained Lightspeed is. I mean, you can basically just go there And if you know nothing about sabering, they've got everything you need to know right there on the website. Kenny is actually really good about all that.
Yeah, he's with our base in Irvine and our base here in LA. We actually have like loaner gear. So if you have nothing, just like show up and like, hey, I'm Mr. Smith, and I think I want to join, but I don't have anything, and like you're more than welcome to come, and we'll loan you a mask and a saber and some gloves, and like we'll teach you like the basics,
Right.
and you could have fun learning, and that's what it is. Like it's fun learning, and then
Now,
also too, I think it's really fun like competing and like even win or lose, fighting in a tournament is a lot of fun.
right,
in my opinion.
right. The camaraderie is incredible. Really quick question. I want to bring this up because I know that this is something that people ask a bit. Skylar says, I'm starting one with my son who's 8 years old and loves saber battles with me. Good. So basically, what it comes down to is a lot of times I have people ask, can my 6-year-old participate? Can my 10-year-old participate?
I think on Lightspeed there's a minimum age. I forget what that minimum age is. It's like 12 or 14 or something like that. But if you go to the Lightspeed website, lightspeedsaber.com, it'll show you the rules and like the minimum age requirement. Yeah.
Right. So I do want to make it clear to a lot of people out there like Sky who are thinking about joining leagues, and especially if you have your kids. A lot of times, like for example, all of the videos and everything that you see from Lightspeed, you and your son, you can even get a group of people to all practice together, but your son would not be allowed to come out to a tournament and compete. And that's specifically for safety reasons. They don't want an 8-year-old going up against an 18-year-old and getting hurt out there. So I think that they would be more than welcome to practice, especially in the leisure of their own home. But for legal reasons, they would not be able to come out and compete in an actual competition. That's right to you?
Yeah, it's a good rule because we safety first, and actually it's safety first, and we'd have to like if they're like really young, train them early, and then train them for a long time, and then when they're the correct age, we could let them compete in a tournament.
Right. So if Skylar starts practicing now, he's gonna be a beast by the time he's 16.
Oh, he'll be like he'll be taking my spot on top.
And it looks like Mezzo is putting down. There are some basic requirements here. She's gonna put that downstairs so that you can, or actually here in the comments, so that people can see. But definitely go check out the Lightspeed. Also, TSL has their website, and they'll tell you all of their rules as well. Whatever. There's also Ludo League, I believe, in San Francisco. Whatever league you decide into, it is very important to find out what they do specifically in theirs. Ooh, I thought of one more question I wanted to ask you. I know in Lightspeed and TSL they have like mixed weapons. So there's the standard, single blade, and then there's a whole nother thing for like pikes or like the Kylo, like you even call it the Ren league in Lightspeed, I believe, right? For cross guards.
It's a cross guard saber, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so in Lightspeed you could in Lightspeed you could use a cross guard saber. But there's a minimum weight requirement. It has to be like a little bit heavier than your standard saber, because the added weight is sort of balances out the with the cross guard defense.
Right. Do you have a preference, or are you pretty general, like pike, cross guard, everything, or do you prefer a single blade?
A couple of weeks ago I was training for TSL 6 in Vegas, and I made some dual wielding sabers, and I made a pike, and I made a saber staff like Darth Maul style. Right. And I was fighting my friend Ryan. He was using a staff, and I was using dual wield, and I started making new moves, and I was like super excited. I'm like, oh cool, I'm scoring. Right. And then like 5 minutes later, like we switched, like, okay, I got the staff now, and he's got the dual wield, and what do I do? Okay.
Right.
So now it's like Ahsoka Tano versus I forget her name in the Mandalorian. Remember they had the woman battle on the lake over. Do you remember that battle with
Yeah,
Ahsoka
the
Tano?
senator or whatever, the
The
woman that
senator.
had the
Yeah,
spear.
yeah. So that's like a staff versus dual wield.
Right.
And she like actually held her ground. I'm like, oh my god, she's got the moves.
Right,
You know?
right.
Yeah, even
Well,
took one saber away from Ahsoka Tano.
right. Yeah, with the staff, there's a lot of advantages that people don't realize that a pike gives you in a battle. Unless the person gets in too close, then you're messed up.
Yes. So learning the new moves with the both weapons, like I was torn between the two because I enjoyed both. Training both so much.
Right. Yes, and for those that don't know, a lot of leagues will call them exotics. Exotics is something that strays away from the standard, regular one blade. So a double-sided saber, a pike, a crossguard, those are considered exotic weapons. All right, Tony. Well, is there anything you want to leave people with? If people want to find out more information about you or maybe see some of your past fights, is there anywhere they can check out your stuff?
I actually have my own YouTube page. I think I have like 32 subscribers, and you could be the 33rd.
Yay!
Just type in Tony Zaldua, and you'll find my page. And
wonderful.
If you have any questions, just leave a question, and I'll answer it. And just start a league and train a lot, and you'll get fit, healthy, and you'll have fun. And you could be league champ in like a year or two. So
right,
it's
you can face Tony yourself. Hey Tony, I want to thank you. I want to thank you so much for taking time to be with us tonight. Congratulations on your wins over there at TSL. I'm excited to see all the wins that you're going to have at Lightspeed this year.
This is the Lightspeed first place. Can you see that?
Hold on. Look at that. The shape reminds me of what Luke and Han got at the beginning.
This is the Battle of Yavin medal.
Yes.
Very good, Van. You are so correct. Can you see if you could read that?
That is so cool. 22.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's I don't know if you could read the details, but there it is.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
It's heavy too. It's like 2 or 3 pounds.
Hey man, can't no mess around over there. Champions get heavy medals.
And then I won this in San Francisco. Check this out.
Oh, wow. Is that the Clockwork Alchemy?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Is that metal or wood?
It's wood. It's handmade wood.
Oh my gosh, that is the coolest ever.
Yeah, this is like my favorite metal.
Yeah, dude,
this
I want
handmade.
one now. I'm gonna fight
if you
San Francisco just to try to get that medal.
If you place top 3, you get one of these.
Ooh, I'm practicing now.
Yeah, practice now. There you go.
Jose says I'm coming for that title.
Come on down. Let's dance.
And Matt says I got goals now. A match with Tony. He's a bad mamma jamma. All right, Tony. Thank you. Our fabulous director is going to have your YouTube channel down below. If anybody wants to just click that link later on, we'll be able to. I see her smiling, so I don't know if she's done that yet or not. But I always put crap on my beautiful director to extra work to do. But thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, Van. And is Marissa listening? Bye, Marissa. Thanks, Marissa.
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll get to check in with you later this year and see how your year's going. How many more medals you collected?
You guys should have an annual tournament, the Saber Rattle 1, Saber Rattle 2, and like invite everybody and like just have it like a big weekend,
Ooh,
I think you should do that, Van. I think you should do that.
Not
like,
a bad idea.
Don't have it in the summertime where like all the big tournaments are.
Right.
Have it like in the springtime or the fall.
Yeah, no, I'm totally down for that. You just added more work to my plate.
No, I could help. I could help you too.
Oh, now we're talking. All right, man. So we got a new job. We're on it.
All right.
And we can
Tournament
totally
coming up.
shoot it with different camera angles. We can make it like a real event. Have announcers.
Big event.
Yes. Let's do it, Mezzo. This is your new job. All right. Thank you so much, Tony.
Okay,
you have
Van.
a beautiful night.
Have a good night. Thanks for having me. May the force be with you.
I'm back there. I'm back here like this.
And then I wasn't ready for the film to be like 10 seconds long.
Sorry.
Hey, I want to give a really quick shout out. I was feeling like
my recent outros felt long, so.
I want to give a really quick shout out to my good friend Gloria in Southern California. Tony was from your neck of the woods, so if you guys, and Audrey want to get out there with some saber battles, there's a whole bunch of people in your area. Mark, so good to meet you. Mark was this close from buying a Sede with the Suba. I even held it for him right at the end, but alas, he did not get it. But we still got it in the car. We're still waiting for you, Mark. Anytime you're ready, we will put that out for you.
Hey, Van. I don't have a Saber yet.
I know. We're working on that.
Oh my goodness! So thank you so much, Tony, for coming on, man.
I'll let you blame Steven for his mistake on ordering the wrong Sabers last shipment.
I love you, Steven. All right. So thank you so much for that interview, guys. That was really fun and awesome. I know I had to miss about 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes of it to fix my boo-boo that I made. No one knows about it, okay? Anyway, all right. So next we have our wonderful producer, Kevin Hogan.
Woo!
Now, he was actually a guest recently on our show. And for those of you who don't know, every week he is at a convention. He does a report for us. They're always so much fun. A convention
or three. Literally
a convention or three. So guys, go ahead and enjoy Kevin Hogan's report.
Hello everyone, this is Kevin Hogan from Northern California for another episode of California Comic-Con Adventures. On the weekend of July 23rd through the 24th, there was lots of fun Comic-Con activities going all over Northern California. In Concord High School, they're hosting a toy and collectible show there, and it's never too sunny in Northern California, even to see a fuzzy werewolf walking around there. Ohana Comic-Con, which as you know travels up and down the state of California in a different city every weekend, went up north to Yuba City, where we saw lots of fun vendors and local friends there at their cosplay contest there. Over in West Sacramento, the League of Heroes Inspired group there put on their fursuits there and waved at cars saying hi there to get people to pull over there and donate backpacks and school supplies to charity. I myself there was Mad Mount Heroes of Pierheart from Cartoon Network there. And over there in Tracy, we saw their first Comic-Con ever there at the West Mall there. The Weekend Blender event was going on there. Many of you may be familiar with the Weekend Blender. That's the Comic-Con that's inside the mall, usually at the Sierra Vista Mall over in the Fresno area of Southern California, but they came up to Tracy for this time there, where you could still walk around the normal stores there, but all the Comic-Con vendors were lining the center of the mall there, which is a great idea. We'd love to see more malls do similar events there in the future there. They even had a cosplay contest right inside where the old Sears was there. And it was really fun getting to see all the vendors there and cosplayers there, and even had the actor that played Michelangelo from the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie there. And for those of you interested in upcoming events there, Ohana Comic-Con is going to be going over to the Folsom area there on August the 7th. And there's going to be also Creatures Con at the Concord Plaza Hotel on Sunday, August the 7th. And also, the weekend of August 5th through the 7th is Crunchyroll at the San Jose Convention Center. So definitely want to make sure you have your mask and vaccination cards there for the San Jose Convention Center for that big event there for that there. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the pics there and look forward to seeing more of those cool cosplays out there, and see you all there at the next Comic-Cons.
He said Crunchyroll, and the first thing I thought of was I want sushi. Now I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Right.
Now I'm just hungry. Thank you, Kevin.
Right. As soon as we get out of here, I'll be eating dinner, and then I'll be going into a 2.5 day fast. So it'll be my last nice meal.
What you eating?
I'm going to have a big super burrito. That is the last thing. I'll just dream of that for the next few days.
I'm having steak.
Ooh.
I'm excited.
See, you don't have the husband and the kids around. You can have all the steak you want.
Honey, I'm having steak and a glass of wine.
Throw some shrimp on there while you're at it.
I don't got any.
Razzle Dazzle. Hey, what is up, my Selly? We got a lot of people popping in on this show. Everybody wanted to see Tony tonight, happy. I guess.
Woo-hoo.
Tony, very, very popular.
All
and
right.
Mark,
Also, you like my shirt?
Yes.
That's a shirt that Eric gave me.
Oh, I do like it.
It's Rick and Morty style.
And for those that don't know, tell them what everything about.
Oh, so for those who follow nerd stuff and whatnot, there's a quite large YouTube channel called New Rock Stars, and I've been in their online community for a couple years. And I'm a moderator in their Discord and YouTube. And recently I went and saw Eric Voss, who's like the main guy who does all the breakdowns. I went and saw does most of them. I went and saw his improv show in San Francisco, and we actually ended up having gifts for each other. And so what he gave me was this shirt and my very first ever Funko Pop.
Ooh.
So I finally wore the shirt, and I thought I'd wear it for tonight.
me personally, me and Eric Voss are like this, but I'm the one over here.
What? Who are those two then?
That would be you right there, and then this is me.
You're making that sound so much better than it really is. Oh my goodness. So, all right. Last but not least, we have our talk of the town. But before we do that, I'd like to remind everybody that Friday nights we have our After Dark show, which is recommended 18 plus because we do cover adult topics and adult language is allowed. This is our family friendly show. The ones that I like my kids to be able to watch.
And hey,
so
I want to remind people.
Yes.
I want to remind people too that we are only 15 people away from giving away a combat saber. So once
so
this
please
says
share, and like
share. Tell all your friends. Once this says 650, that coming Sunday we will be giving away a combat saber.
So like say in 2 days we reach it. Next week we do it. Yeah.
That's what I said. We picked up like 25 people today.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, okay, thank you, Tony, for being on our show tonight. Thank you, James Kaiser and Kevin Hogan, for your segments, and we'll see you next week.
Flowmies.
Yes, thank you, Flowmies, our flow artist. That was so cool and dramatic. So, again, their website is in the description. All right, guys, see you in a week. Bye.
All right, here's the talk of the town. Peace, y'all. We love you.